We just gotta provide some cover. Just like that. Yes! This is perfect! Howdy do, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Stormworks. Today, we're gonna be taking a look at my truck and its trailers. So, today, we're gonna be taking a look specifically at my truck, but I also wanted to show off this little trailer I've made. Now, the reason I made this trailer is for the upcoming zombie update, I believe. That's coming tomorrow. Well, I'm recording this on Monday, and then it's gonna go live Tuesday. So it's happening today. So I made this trailer here, and I want to show you guys a little bit what I did. I put it together in about an hour or so. So we got this door lock here. That way the zombies can't open the door, because as you've seen in one of the pictures, a zombie had opened the door and was walking in. So I made this door lock here. Now the thing is, though, there's one fatal flaw that I found, and that is the zombies are going to be able to get in either way. So if you see here, even if I have this door lock on, you see the lock is true on the door. If I shoot the door and it takes damage, it can be opened. So we're gonna have to have someone inside of here constantly fix this. Now let's see, I'm gonna make it nighttime here so it's a bit brighter in here. As you can see, we have a full-on armory that I've made here. We've got rifle ammo, we got first aid kits, got a few decorations. But this is where it really counts. Right here in this pilot seat, we can enable the mobile survival station. You can see it's pretty dark out here. Let's enable that. We got some lights there on the side, very dim. We don't want to alert the zombies. And then we have a full-blown radar. I actually had one of those dish radars up at the top, but it made this thing way too heavy because it was like 400 mass or something. Really heavy. So, as you can see here, this is really cool by itself, but I want something more. So if I press the number 1 key, we go into turret mode, and it activates the light on the outside of the truck. Look at this. Any zombies, we'll take care of them. If there's a teammate that needs running, they're coming towards us, they need to get inside the mobile survival station, I'll defend them. We got shrapnel because we need to take down the hordes of zombies as quickly as possible. So, and we also have another little ability here. If I press 2, we go infrared. That way we can see anything we need to see out in the distance, especially while it's fully dark. But while it is daytime, say it's raining, infrared of course is not going to do it. Got daytime mode. Look at this. We'll be able to defend our friends anytime I need to. And of course, it's all portable. This thing can go anywhere it needs to go, especially with this truck. So let's go ahead and start this thing up, and we're on our way. And we go pretty fast too. This thing doesn't slow us down all that much. It does cause us to drift a little bit. You can see the back end of the trailer goes a little bit there. But for the most part, I can drive it around perfectly fine. And we're not going to be modifying this. I think this in itself is a good combo. What we're going to do is we're going to make this truck by itself a survivable vehicle. So here in the workbench, we want to take a look at this truck. Now, it's got a few things to it. It's got modded wheels that have a little bit of increased grip, and engines that have about 25% more than their average power. So that makes us a little bit faster than what you would typically see. Now, that does mean it has the ability to clip into the terrain that you would not expect it to and just spontaneously combust for no reason other than it clipped terrain. So, what I wanted to do is I wanted to add a machine gun to the back of the truck. So someone can climb in, they can sit down, or they can just take aim in the machine gun in the back of the truck. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the same color here. We're going to build up a base, which, let's see. I don't need this. I'm not sure what this is here for. So I guess I can do this here. Oh, it goes to the wheels. Okay, we do need that. Let's see. I can't get rid of this because that is our actual base. So I think I'm just gonna do a simple Maybe velocity pivot. I was thinking about doing a velocity pivot, but I decided to do a robotic pivot because all we're gonna be able to need to see is these sides and the very back of the truck. That's where it's gonna be aiming. You don't need to be able to face front forward and then shoot the glass. So we're just gonna use a robotic pivot. That also makes it easier and a little bit more accurate. So let's go ahead and do that there. So now that we've got this, we can just build it up a little bit here. I think this is going to be a fairly simple modification, and I think I want to move it up a little bit. Okay, so now that we've got it moved up a little bit, I'm going to fully build it up. We might add some light to it to cast the shadow out, so if it's nighttime or something, you can press number 1 and it'll light up the darkness in the area. So let's see here. Let's get a handle. I don't think we actually need a handle yet. We need to make a secondary pivot. So to do that, we are going, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a little bit up. I do need to check, though, if we can have this control handle on here. Okay, we can. So that should be the right height. Let's move this over 1. Let's delete this. And robotic. Let's get us another robotic pivot. And once we take this, we'll put it there. Okay, so now that we've got that, we want to make it look as realistic as possible. So I'm going to do a 1x4 to act as if it's got some support to it. Yeah, that does kind of look a little bit weird though. So we're going to just chop it down to a 1x2. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Now on this side, we want to see, what do we want to do here? Okay, so I did a little bit of editing here, and it was because what I had wasn't necessarily working, so I went with a different approach, and it does look a little bit better. So what we've got here is we got our base pivot here that goes up, and it's connected by a 1x2 wedge, and we have another robotic pivot going over so that it's centralized, and then we got the machine gun right on top of it. And it should be at the perfect height. Let's go ahead and spawn this in. If it's correct, should. Okay, let's go ahead and hop in the trunk. It is a little bit high, but this does seem like it's going to work. I think I could lower it a little bit. Yeah, okay, let's lower it 1, and then that should be it. We get it all connected up, and then that'll be it. A little bit of a tip here for those who may be a little bit new to building in Stormworks. There's this little thing here called the selection grid, and you can highlight your build that you, like a little bit of the part of the build that you wanted to edit, and you can take this, you can move and cut it, and I can take this down 1 block, for example, paste it, and then I can merge these two here. And just like that, we lowered the thing that we needed to lower. Now we do need to replace the handle because I did not get that in there. So now that we've got everything set up, we need to program this handle to control these robotic pivots. It should be fairly easy since it's a robotic pivot. We should just have to give it our A and D for the rotation target, W and S for our rotation target of the top pivot. And then, let's see here, trigger space for the machine gun. And that should be it, I think. Maybe. Okay. Look at that. Now all we have to do is get plenty of machine gun ammo. We do have this tow hitch in the back. I want to keep that there. So I'm going to put 1 ammo there. And another here, and then another here, so that there's 3 on the turret. That way you can have 3 reloads starting off. There's another one on the gun as well, so you got 4 reloads. So let's go ahead and, what do we want? Kinetic, armor piercing, or incendiary? Set the zombies on fire. I feel like that's going to cause some issues though, so we're just going to do kinetic, as we're just trying to take out the zombies as quickly as possible with cheap ammo. And kinetic should do it. Now, there is one thing I do want to take a look at. I don't know what it's called. I know there is something that you can do to reduce the machine gun fire speed. I don't know if we want to do that yet, but let's go ahead and just take a look at how fast it fires and how responsive it is. Okay, so off camera I did a little bit of an edit to the truck. That way you can easily hop up in the back, as you don't really want to have the trunk up while you're firing in the first place. And it looks like we've got pretty good control here. Oh my! We've got some serious firepower. Oh my goodness, we got some serious firepower. It's moving the robotic pivot. Okay. Okay, let's try and fix this. So the A and D keys were mixed up. So we want to change this robotic pivot here to be opposite of what it was. So we want to have the plus going that way instead of that way. We're going to go ahead and merge that. That should be a relatively simple fix. And then we also want to go in here and we want to change it to sticky rather than reset. So we're going to rename this to yaw and this to pitch, which I've got caps lock on, so let's go ahead and fix that. And then we're also going to increase the gear ratio here of these just by 1. We don't need too much. We just need 1 to counteract the extreme kickback from this gun. So once it's down, we should have a fully functional. Look at this. Oh, this is good. Okay, so I think the up and down is a little bit inverted, but that should be fine. And then using our reticle, we can have a yes. This is gonna work perfectly. Okay, so let's go ahead and test. Let's go ahead and get moving on the truck and see if this works exactly how I wanted it to. Okay, so say, you know, we're moving along. We're getting chased. We just gotta provide some cover. Just like that. Yes! This is perfect. Okay. I think that's gonna be it. Okay. So guys, if you enjoyed today's little build episode, I know you guys requested this in the last video, and I thought it was a good idea. So we did it, and now we've got a truck that you will probably see me use when we get together with Endo. We're probably going to stream later today, not Monday, but tomorrow, which is Tuesday. We're going to stream Tuesday of some zombie survival, and you'll probably see this truck and the mobile truck as well. So I hope to see you guys there, and I will see you guys in the next one. God bless you. Today's Bible verse is Colossians 3, verse 13. Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. I will see you guys in the next one. God bless you.